Hello, hello, my feel-good friend, and welcome to mini-sode 17 of the Feel Good Social podcast. If you haven't heard these mini-sode episodes yet, they're basically just easy to listen to, easy to implement, quick, actionable episodes that I have been sharing, not on a weekly basis, even though that was my intention when I first started creating these. But sometimes life happens, and so they have been a little bit sporadic up until now. However, I am trying to recommit to sharing short and actionable minisodes every week for you, as well as the long form episodes, because I know you have a life, and sometimes you just want to listen to a 12-minute episode and then go out into the world and use the tips you just learned, right? So I have brainstormed quite a few topics for upcoming minisodes. Hopefully these will continue every Thursday, but if I skip a week or if life happens, I will give you the same grace I hope you are giving me, my friend. Okay, so today I am sharing about a topic that I have personally struggled with, and I know a lot of my clients and students and Instagram audience struggle with this as well, and that's showing your face on your Instagram account. Okay. And this is something that is actually one of the best ways you can really improve your strategy and boost your success online. I swear I'll share a few facts and a case study story here in a little bit, but I know how scary it can be. And so I'm going to be sharing my 3 tips for how I personally have gotten more comfortable and what I encourage you to do so that you can get comfortable showing up with your pretty mug on your Instagram account so that your followers can get to know, like, and trust you better. Are you ready for this? Let's dive in. Hey, friend, and welcome to the Feel Good Social podcast. I'm your host, Kinsey, and I'm here to help you market your business in a genuine way that works without wasting your precious time. On this show, we chat about social media strategy and mindset tips with a focus on, you guessed it, feeling good. So sit back, relax, and enjoy some genuine conversation for the good of your biz. All right, my friend. So when it comes to showing your face on your Instagram account, the first thing I want to chat about real quick is why this is such a great strategy, why this is so important, and why you should definitely do it. Even if you're one of those people like I was when I first started out that was like, putting their logo as their profile photo and just being like, I don't want to be the face of my brand. I chose, actually, Feel Good Social wasn't originally my first business name, but I did, originally choose a business name that wasn't my own name because I was like, I don't want to be my brand. I was one of those people. So whether you're like that or whether you're just kind of a little timid to show up online, or whether you're like, I don't think people want to see my face. Why do they care about me? Let me drop some cold, hard facts on you real quick. And I say facts because I actually have percentages. There were studies done that proved that posts with faces in them are 32% more likely to receive comments and 38% more likely to receive likes on social media than posts without faces in them. And this makes sense to me because posts with faces are just simply more engaging in general, right? They're more likely to capture someone's attention, for someone to pause on your post, to be engaged with. I would much rather leave a comment on a post of a person and not a post of like a flower, right? I just feel like someone's actually going to answer me in that way. And there's also some psychology behind it. I was doing research on this a few months ago, and I remember reading something about humans are just inherently obsessed with each other's faces. Like, even since we were babies, like, we love looking at our parents' faces and stuff like that, right? We just love looking at faces. And so it makes sense that posts with faces would perform better. And so that's just the first reason that we really need to be posting more faces, is because it will actually boost your performance on the algorithm in general, right? But specifically, I really want to encourage you to start posting more photos, videos, whatever the heck you're posting, of your face, my friend, because you really are the person behind the brand that people want to get to know, like, and trust in order to buy from you. Okay. This is one of the best things that you can do for your brand to grow a loyal following of supporters and to boost your sales is to really allow your ideal customers to get to know who the heck you are and feel like they trust you, feel like you're a best friend instead of just some company that's trying to sell to them, right? People are so much easier to buy from and recommend to other people and rally behind than just faceless businesses. Okay. And so honestly, posting more photos of your face is going to do so much to boost your bottom line, boost your engagement, grow your following, all the things. Okay. It's going to do wonders. And actually, this week's podcast guest, Daniel, the past life regressionist, go back and listen to episode 82 if you haven't yet. He came to me about a year and a half ago, just asking for advice for how he could really boost his online presence. COVID had just hit. He wanted to cultivate more online sales. He really hadn't been showing up on Instagram too much yet. And that was the one piece of advice that I gave him that I was like, it's simple, but you've really only been posting quotes up until this point. You really kind of look like every other past life regression account out there at this point. I didn't even really know what you looked like till we hopped on this Zoom call, my friend. And you have such an awesome personality. You need to be posting more of yourself. You need to be showing up online as yourself with your amazing personality, because that is what is going to set you apart. That's what's going to cultivate engagement, cultivate community, get people to know, like, and trust you, and really boost the success of your business online. This was my advice to him about a year and a half ago. And guess what? He took it to heart, my friend. Now, if you go to his account, it's hard to find a post without his face in it. I love it. He's been creating so many reels. He's been showing off his awesome personality, and he has grown his following by like 1,500 people in a freaking year or whatever the heck it's been. I am so impressed by this. He gets so much engagement. He's going places, man. And I just am so inspired by his story. And he is real life proof that showing your face can do so much to boost your success online and grow your business. Okay. So if you need any more convincing, definitely head back and listen to that episode. But for now, I'm going to hop into the tips for how to get more comfortable showing your face if you're a little bit scared. Because believe me, my friend, when I first started Feel Good Social, I did not want to show my face online. I have never liked myself in photos. I used to, more so because I've practiced. I used to have this wonky eye thing that still the wonky eye comes out every once in a while. But like my right eye would always be like a little more squinty than my left eye. And my left eye would be like bugging out a little bit. And it's because I was nervous and I wasn't relaxed to show up in front of the camera, right? I was like forcing something. But long story short, I really did not like pictures of myself. I still have trouble sometimes liking pictures of myself and posting them online. And also, there's something to be said about not wanting people to feel like you're all into yourself, right? That's another fear that people have that still crops up for me at points too. But I want to say to you right now, it can get easier to show your face online. You can become more comfortable with it, and you can just get over yourself when it comes to the fear of being too into yourself because of the results that you will see. So when it comes to getting comfortable showing your face online, here are my 3 tips that have really helped me. The first thing I want to tell you is do what you gotta do, my friend. Whatever you need to do to just start showing up online and start feeling comfortable in front of the camera and start taking more pictures of yourself, do it. And there is no judgment coming from this side of the earbuds, and I really want you to release any judgment that you're putting on yourself right now. So when I say do what you gotta do, for me, it's using filters, right? It's so funny because authenticity is a super huge value for me in my core and for Feel Good Social as a brand. And so it's been an interesting kind of journey for me using filters. Like I'm like shaming myself because I'm like, authenticity is so important to me and whatever, whatever, whatever. But it was inhibiting me and stopping me from actually showing up and showing my face online. Right. So I just was like, heck yeah to filters. I still use filters, whether it's Lightroom, editing my filters, my photos with Lightroom filters, presets, which are in our brand by bundles, by the way, gotta say that. Or, showing up on Instagram stories and using Instagram filters, whatever. I don't care. Use the filters, my friend. They can be kind of fun, right? They can be fun to use and they can make you feel more comfortable in front of the camera. So that you're actually showing up, firstly, and also so that you're showing up in a way that you feel comfortable, that makes you likable and magnetic to people instead of distant or uncomfortable or, overly nervous or anything like that, which there's nothing wrong with being nervous. We all get nervous, but whatever you can do so that you can actually show up on frickin' camera, do it, my friend. No judgment over here. One more thing I wanted to share when it comes to doing what you got to do is wearing sunglasses. This is something that has worked for me with the wonky eye thing and for my mom. I must get the wonky eye from my mom. I'm laughing because she just visited like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, man, now. And she always has to wear sunglasses in her photos. This is kind of a new trick she actually just found because she has always had this weird like nervousness in front of the camera and like weird squinty eye thing when it comes to taking photos and whatnot. She literally always is like blinking or like squinting her eyes or looking super grumpy because she feels uncomfortable in front of the camera, which is totally understandable, right? And so since now, I guess her rule is that she always wears sunglasses, right? So when she was visiting, we would be about to take a photo. She's like, oh, wait, let me get my sunglasses on. Which I would kind of like tease her about, but I would do it with her. You know what I mean? And it was funny because I could actually feel her relax. As soon as she put her sunglasses on, she could take the photos. She could be silly. She wasn't just standing there rigid, like waiting for it to be over, right? So sunglasses could also be another really great tool for you to use if you have to. Okay. So do what you got to do, my friend. No judgment over here. My second tip is to practice. Okay. This is something that some of us might feel a little bit of shame about or something. Like we don't want to like take a bunch of photos. We don't want to do like a lot of selfies and stuff like that. But whatever, my friend. This is one of the best and like most fun, honestly, ways to get comfortable in front of the camera and actually get better at taking better photos that you're proud of, right? That's actually how I kind of got rid of my wonky eye thing. I like took a lot of photos and I practiced with like selfie shots. It's hilarious. On my phone, there are tons and tons and tons of selfies. Like I don't even know how many selfies there are in my camera. And I was actually at my boyfriend's parents' house last weekend and we were going through photos of our house updates that we've been doing. And all of a sudden it goes to like my selfie shoot and his parents were like, Kens, wow, you got a lot of selfies on here. And it's like, yeah, I was practicing, And for sure, at first I was like a little bit embarrassed. And then I was like, hell no, I can practice taking photos. I'm showing up online for my job, for my brand, for my business. I'm trying to create a thriving business. And if I have to practice, then I gotta practice and actually encourage that. You know what I mean? Selfie shoots can actually be super, super fun if you just laugh at yourself. So I want to encourage you to practice as much as possible and don't feel ashamed for taking a bunch of selfies, my friend. You have to do it for your business. So actually, there's no shame in it. It's something that you just got to do, right? Now, the third tip that I have when it comes to getting comfortable, showing up online and showing your face more is to just take it in baby steps, okay? I'm not saying that you need to immediately show up and start going Instagram live, which is probably one of the scariest things, or even dancing around in reels, right? You do not need to do that immediately. Just start small. Start with whatever feels achievable, little baby steps, and start slowly building up your confidence and start practicing with scarier things, and you will get more comfortable and you will get better. So one of my favorite places to start is with Instagram stories. They only last for 24 hours and people kind of consume stories by just tapping real quick. You do not need to worry about people like over analyzing your Instagram story selfies or anything like that. So just start there. They'll be gone in 24 hours anyway. Also, just post photos to start and slap the filters on there. Like I said, you don't need to be showing up on live video or anything like that to start with. And then if you want to, you could even just start with long distance shots where, your face isn't like super close and you can see all the pimples and wrinkles and all of those things. Like start with far away shots. Start with whatever freaking shots you're comfortable with the most or that you love the most. Start posting those. And the more you post those, the more you'll build confidence when it comes to posting your face. And slowly you'll be able to show up online in other ways as well. So I would love for you to practice this week and also let me know which tip you like the most, which tip is resonating the most, which tip is the most helpful, all of those things. Connect with me on Instagram, my friend. I'm at Feel Good Social. You'll totally see some selfie shots on my profile. So definitely give me a follow, send me a DM. I would love to give you a follow back. Just let me know you came from the pod. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week. I will catch you the next time I create a mini-sode. Thanks so much for listening, my friend. For show notes and a whole lot of other awesome freebies, visit feelgoodsocial.com. Simply go to feelgoodsocial.com for all the goods.